Settings for Send to Unreal are located under the add-on preferences. Go to Edit, go to Preferences, go to your installed add-ons, and under the category choose Pipeline. There you can find the Send to Unreal add-on. You'll see this Preferences section, and it will have several sections in it. There will be the paths, export, import, and validations. First, let's talk about the paths. Under the paths section, you'll see that there is this drop-down, and it gives you three options: Send to Unreal, Export to Disk, or both. Let's talk about each of these. Send to Unreal is the import paths that Unreal uses when it runs an import job. This is the mesh path. Basically what this path is saying is from the game, which is equivalent to your content root folder in your Open Editor instance, place my imported meshes into this path or this folder, Untitled Asset. So you can see right here that it will go ahead and create these folders inside the engine. Untitled Category, Untitled Asset, and this is where it will drop our asset. Same thing with the animation folder. This is where it'll import your animations. If we go ahead and we just hit Pipeline Export, Send to Unreal, you'll see our mesh is in this Untitled Asset folder, and our animations are under the Animations folder. To make this a little easier to view, I'm going to close this. I'm just going to open the preferences right here. Another option is the skeleton asset path. So you can drop a direct reference to a game skeleton if you want to only import animation data onto an existing skeletal mesh and engine. So for example, if we go over to the mannequin character that just comes with the standard third-person blueprint, and I click on the actual skeleton and I click Copy Reference, I can paste in this reference path, and now it'll import the animation directly onto that skeleton. Notice that the mesh folder is now grayed out. Even though we have a mesh under the mesh collection, it will not import the mesh because it knows that you can't import onto an existing skeletal mesh and also replace it at the same time. So if we go ahead and hit Pipeline, Export, Send to Unreal, and we go over to our Animations folder, you can see it has imported this run animation onto the existing third-person blueprint mannequin skeleton. The next option is Export to Disk. If you want to do a standard FBX export, you can specify paths on your disk that you would like to export your FBX files to, rather than doing a direct import to Unreal. For example, I'm just going to open up the File Explorer, and I have this path right here on my desktop to this folder called Test. I'm going to paste in this path to my test folder, and then I also created this other folder called Animation. So this is where I will send my animation FBX on disk, and this is where I will send my mesh FBX on disk. You also notice that this will validate your paths. If you put in an incorrect folder name, it'll let you know that you have an invalid path. Now, if I just do Pipeline Export, Send to Unreal, you can see that instead of sending it to Unreal, it just exported it directly to disk. So here we have our run animation under the animation folder, and then we have our mesh FBX right here. And you'll notice that the name of the FBX corresponds to the name of the object, and the name of the animation FBX corresponds to the action in Blender. The third option is both. This simply imports to Unreal and also exports to a separate location on disk.